Dead End Hip Hop DE365. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy FIFA 24/7. Mr. Kenneth B. Say the Mister. Today we are doing the $250,000 feature man himself and the boss, the biggest one, Rick Ross and Meek Mill. Too good to be true. They picked the perfect title, okay? Because this shit should have been false as hell. I know I'm going in real quick, but I am in the last couple of years, man. I've had a love-hate relationship with Rick Ross because I think over the years he's gotten better. As a rapper, he definitely sounds good, but I just feel the musicality of where he's at and where hip hop is going in his age bracket. It's a fork in the road. Like he's going this way and his age group is going this way. And I feel the crazy part is like he has a feature with Griselda, with Freddie, he's had Big Crit, like he's tapped into the guys that I'm like, bro, go do more of that. Like that's where you need to be going. And then we get a whole collab project with Meek Mill that is sounding like 15 years ago. It's like Star Island, really? Like it feels like they're stuck in the past, and it's like they're not trying to reinvent themselves. And I'm just at a loss for words. Like it's just I'm not. There's nothing on here that is like, oh man, like this was like super dope. I gotta come back to this, like. And the thing is, Ken, it's not like it's overall horrible. It's not no Trippie Redd shit. Cause like the joint with Cool and Dre, Go to Hell, featuring Beam. I don't know who Beam is. Like that production sounds good. And I like that. I would have loved to hear Jay on something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all the way like bad or gone or disconnected, but it's just like y'all niggas not moving forward. It feels like they're stuck in the past with this.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's anything memorable. There are a couple of tracks on here I thought were fine, but I think I echo exactly what you said. Like when I listened to it, I was like, oh, okay. It's how many minutes? An hour for that.
Yeah.
But I think really the biggest thing I said was, y'all waited way too late to do this.
This is 6 years ago.
Yes, when they were hot.
Yes.
When they were hot, they should have did this. And the nerve to say to open with Shaq and Kobe. What? Bro, I'm like delusional.
Oh man.
So nah, man, I'm like it's an interesting idea. It's just like now it's just too late. And it's like the production is like you're holding on to what was and not really picking any modern sounds, but that sound is sort of out. So are you trying to appeal to your old fans and giving them a little bit of what you want? So I thought the production was very lackluster. I don't think and it's not like the beats were horrible or anything. I just felt like they didn't move forward or really did anything to compliment or add to Rick Ross. It's just like, what year is it? So I give the production a C, honestly.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ken. Production is definitely a C, and I echo what you said. Like, it's not because the beats are bad. It's just it feels like, it would make sense to me if they recorded this 10 years ago and they're like, okay, we just dropping it now. Okay, then it makes more sense.
Yep.
But if you say you recorded this in late 2022 or any point of 2023 and put this out, it's like, yo, what was what was the goal to hit? Because it's just not there. Like $1 Million Trap, like just like what it no.
Yeah,
no.
and the only one I was when the beat hit, I liked immediately was Above the Law, but that's an old ass beat. That's Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing here? So it's just like, all right, y'all just rehash something that we've already heard before. That's easy.
Yeah. And then again, like, obviously Busta did it on Blockbuster with taking a couple of the older joints and redoing it. All right, cool. Like, is that what we're gonna do? Then let's do that. But Ken, I'm not here for it. Like just the entire joint. I did think it was interesting on Fine Lines that they got all three of them together because, Meek and Wale didn't see eye to eye for a very long time.
And it may be an old track.
Maybe.
It may be an old track. But I did like that song though.
Yeah.
Which is but again, it sounded old, but yeah, it definitely sounded a couple of years old, like in terms of that style and stuff that they used to do when Maybach Music were kind of running things, but kind of leaning into the features. I thought Wale was really good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought The Dream did a really good job on that as well. Some of these other guys were all right. I don't feel like any of the features really stood out to me. I thought it was kind of cool they went and got Shaq for the Shaq and Kobe remix. But you got pretty much guys singing, and Tiana Taylor's on here and Fab is on here. But
yeah, even with French Montana with Millionaire Row, it sounded like what does B say? A great value version of Pop Dat. It's like, is that what you were trying to recreate? Because it's like, that's not it.
Yeah.
And, Future didn't really do it for me on this one either. And typically I like Future, but I don't like that beat. Like it feels dated. It feels a little old, Ken. I'm not surprised of the numbers that they did. I think the numbers were very paltry opening week.
Yes. So, and I think that was kind of when I was thinking about this and I hit, I was like, oh, the streets ain't talking about this. I was like, I don't think this is doing what they probably thought this shit was gonna like have people talking.
Yeah, nah.
And it was quiet, bro. Like real quiet. And I was like, oh, this must not be good. Or it's old and people just not where they are right now. So yeah, it really came and went with the quickness.
With the quickness. Features for me, I give them a C. And I'm being extremely fair. Production, I'm gonna give a C. Rapping, a D. Overall, C minus. Nah, a D. Overall, a D. Because it's not average for me. It's just not. And I think like the joint that we talked about with Wale, like, okay, if you want to take it back to like the epitome of Maybach music, but that style, like the super high and the cool fly smooth shit, all right, cool, I'm here for that. But it's like throwing all of these big ass trap beats that just, it's like it don't go nowhere.
No.
It just goes nowhere.
Nah.
And it's like, okay, fine, that's the production. Then what are y'all doing? Y'all not doing nothing. Like, it felt lazy. It felt like, oh yeah, that beat's hard. Yeah, I'm the bow. Let's go, Maybach music. Nah, man, like it's just, it's not there.
I agree. I think, in terms of them rapping, yeah, I think C. I think overall, it didn't do anything. I think I'll go D+. But overall, it felt very flat. I think they thought they were going to create a moment, and they didn't at all.
Felt flat on their face.
Yeah, this just, it's not like it's a super bad project. I think it's just, it's not relevant. And you know what? I'll take that back. I think even if they dropped this a couple of years ago, I don't know if it would have hit then. I think it still would have probably
it would have got talked about a little
bit more because they were still popular. But I don't know if I would have liked what I'm hearing.
Nah.
So yeah, D+, bro. They just nah. Too little, too late.
Hey, look, man. I know y'all probably ain't listening or hearing, but Ross, look, man. Let me be your manager. Let me be your A&R or something, bro. Because I think that and I'm excluding Meek. Let me just talk to Ross real quick. Ross has an ability that I think he is a dope rapper. I think he can put things together real dope. Matter of fact, you know what? Forget me. go hire Westside Gun. Go let Westside Gun curate your next 3 projects. And I guarantee you, if you want the streets talking, the streets will be talking. Go hire Westside Gun. Meek Mill, what is your evolution? Because in all honesty, for the most part, you've been the same nigga since you came out. What is the evolution of Meek Mill? Because if you're not going to evolve at all, then I hate to be mean, Ken, but you're going to be dead weight, my guy. Just dead weight. Like, Ross has evolved. He's stuck in his ways. But lyrically, he's evolved. As an artist, he's evolved. You haven't. What are you going to do, bruh? Because it's the same old shit.
Yep.
And we have not had a dreams and nightmares. Nothing that you have done have come nowhere near that mantle. Nope. And that's an issue. That's a problem. You've been in the game this long, and you're a heralded nigga. You charge a $250 a goddamn verse. And you don't have nothing that even comes close to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I guess I'm the bearer of bad news today. But I'm out.